Hey guys, welcome back once again. So in this today's session, we are going to see about the selective repeat automatic repeat request protocol, right? So if you want to understand this selective repeat ARQ protocol operation, the first prerequisite is that you should understand the go back and ARQ protocol. So if you don't know go back and ARQ protocol, please try to watch my previous two videos so that you will understand the go back and ARQ protocol. So the limitation of the go back and ARQ protocol will solved by the selective repeat ARQ protocol, right? So first we will see some basic points. Later on we will discuss by considering the some practical scenario, right? So see that first point is that in selective repeat ARQ, only the error frame or last or corrupted frame only retransmitted, not entire frame in window, unlike go back and ARQ. So if you see that my previous lecture, in case of go back and ARQ protocol, if suppose something one particular packet is lost, now some packets are received successfully, again we need to go back to this window, then again we need to perform the retransmission operation. It means that if second packet is lost, even if third, fourth are successfully received, again what we have to do is we need to retransmit, perform the operation for 2, 3, 4. That is the limitation of the go back and ARQ. It means that instead of sending the retransmission of the last packet, we are sending the remaining packets also in the current window. So here, unlike the go back and ARQ protocol, here we are only retransmitting the only last frame, right? So that is the one of the advantage of the selective repeat ARQ protocol, right? So see that suppose if any frame with the sequence number is not received or corrupted in the receiver buffer, it means it will send the negative acknowledgement. So what is the meaning of negative acknowledgement? Means if you are sending to receiver, suppose I have sent the frame number 1, frame number 2. If it is something received the acknowledgement, or we can say that this is the acknowledgement or positive acknowledgement. What is the meaning of this one is the frame number 1 is successfully received, so that you can able to send the next frame 3. But what is the meaning of negative acknowledgement is something like this. I am going to consider the sender receiver, frame number 1 is successfully sent, frame number 2 is lost. Now what it is going to do is it is going to send the negative acknowledgement for what? Frame number 2. For frame number 1, first it will send, for next frame 2 it will send the negative acknowledgement. It means that this acknowledgement is not meaning of the frame 2 is successfully received. It means that negative acknowledgement means the frame is not received at the receiver, so again you retransmit the second frame one more time. So in that case we are using something called as the negative acknowledgement to the transmitter, so that sender will send the only that particular frame, right? So see that negative acknowledgement means received error frame at the receiver side. So by sending NAC we can ask for the retransmission of the frame. Acknowledgement or positive acknowledgement means the received frame is correct, so that sender can send the one more frame, nothing but the next frame, instead of sending the same frame again. These 2 points you need to remember. The major important point is that, so instead of sending the entire current window, only we are sending the last frame. That is what the operation of the selective repeat ARQ protocol. Now see that, so how many frames I have? I have the 11 frames from 0 to 10, which I need to send from the sender to the receiver. So what is the current window size they have given? N equal to 4. It means that at a time we can able to retransmit the 4 frames before getting the receiver acknowledgement from the receiver. That is what we called as the flow control operation. So flow control means how many maximum number of frames that we can able to send from the sender to the receiver before receiving the acknowledgement from the receiver to the sender, right? Now as per the n equal to 4 means we are sending the 4 frame at a time, right? Now after some time what will be happen? This first frame will be processed, so that you will be getting the acknowledgement, right? So after getting the acknowledgement, we are ready to send the one more frame, right? What is that frame number? The frame number 4 we are sending here. Now window will move to what? 4, 3, 2, 1. So at any point of the time window size equal to 4 means after successfully transmission of the fourth one, 4, 3, 2, 1 will be your window size, right? I hope you understand up to here. So next we will see the next slide. Now what is happening? After some time I am getting the acknowledgement for 1, right? So that I am sending the next frame 5, right? Now see that here what is happening here. See 4 and 5 successfully transmitted, right? So 4 and 5 successfully transmitted. Now see that the acknowledgement for the frame number 2 is lost. So otherwise you remember something like this. So instead of taking this one, what you will consider is that some frame 2 is lost. right? So some frame 2 is last, right? So you don't consider this one. By using this also we can explain, but don't try to consider this one. Now see that frame number 2 is last in between transmitter to the receiver. Now what is the thing we have sent back? Again frame number 3 is completed, as well as the frame number 4 is completed, frame number is completed. Now which frame it is last? It is frame number 2 is last, right? So now what it is doing means it is not sending the acknowledgement for the frame number 2. It means that it is sending the, instead of sending the acknowledgement for the frame 2, it is sending the acknowledgement for what? Frame number 3. Now sender will assume that, so I didn't get the acknowledgement for the frame 2, so that something happened to the frame 2. So now what we have to do is, I need to perform the retransmission operation. See, if I am getting the acknowledgement for the frame 2, I can able to send the new frame. But here I am getting the acknowledgement for the frame 3 means something happened to the frame 2, right? So it means that what I am going to do is I am going to retransmit the frame 2 one more time, right? Now after getting the acknowledgement for the 4th frame, what we can do? We can send the 6th frame, not the 3rd frame. It means that, so our 5 frames are completed. If this frame is last, unlike the go back and ARQ protocol, it will not discard this frame. Only it will discard this frame. It will keep on hold. After receiving this one also, it will process the 3, 4, 5. It means that we don't require to send the one more time. See that only we are sending the frame number 2. After receiving the next acknowledgement for 4, we are sending the one more frame. After receiving the acknowledgement for 5, we are receiving the one more frame. So this is how the selective repeat operation protocol will work. Then one more important point here is to remember is that there is no guarantee or no compulsory is that after receiving 3rd acknowledgement only we need to send the frame 2. So if you read this statement, you will understand it is sending only frame 2, not entire window. Means for last frame there is no significant consideration either for window size or sliding window. No need to consider the sliding window matter. Only we need to retransmit the particular frame number 2 only. Then one more important point is that at any time, right? So see, this is important point. At any time we can retransmit the frame 2, no need to follow the order. Ante it means that ikkade manam frame number 2 pampiyalsina avasaram ledhu. It means that only in that particular location we don't require to send the frame number 2. After 6 and 7 also you can retransmit the frame number 2 because it is not following the window size. If it is depends upon again window size means it is something called as the go back and mechanism. Here not required related to the window size mechanism. So it means that we can send the retransmission of the frame number 2 here, or after 6, after 7 also it is correct only. Thing is that your understanding is that only last frame only we are retransmitting. At any time we can able to retransmit the frame 2, no need to follow the order. It means that after 2 only we need to send the 6, after 2 only we need to send the 7. It is not like that. After sending 6 and 7 also you can retransmit the frame number 2. The reason is there is no significant consideration either for window size or sliding window. There is no significant consideration for this one means you don't need to follow the order here, right? So if you understand go back and ARQ protocol, so here only simple modification. So these things we need to explain in point of we are writing for the end term examination, right? I hope you understand. Thank you guys.